Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am here today because I haven't made one of these dollies yet. I only watched a video. And I seen from the video that all I need to have is these two yo-yos. Let's see, this one here is 4 inches wide here. So I had an 8-inch circle to make this yo-yo. And this one is 1, 2, 3. This one I had a 6-inch piece of fabric to make this 3-inch yo-yo. So I have these two yo-yos here. Now, and then I made a little, this is going to be her head, which I took, I think I had about a 6-inch circle here, maybe a little smaller, to make her head. And I then stuffed it with some stuffing, with some polyfill. And so, and that's going to be her little head. And I'm going to now, see, I've got my hot glue gun heating up. Now what I'm going to do is, and I think these little dollies are all over the internet. I mean, all over YouTube, so you can see how to make it. Now, this here, a cotton mop refill is what this is. Well, I took it apart, and then all I have is these threads that make the mop, which these are handy in a lot of things. And rather than to buy a whole roll of this rope stuff, it's less expensive to go to the Dollar Tree and buy a mop refill, which I think you can get them, the same price maybe at Walmart or something. So this is what we did first. I made this one. This is going to be the skirt part of the doll. So what we do first is I cut a piece here. This is 11 inches long, but I just pretty much guesstimated it. It could probably been a little shorter. Now, and what I'm going to do, my glue gun is hot. Let's see. It has to heat up a little bit more. It's not even hot yet. And so, anyhow, okay. So I made the two yo-yos. I made the little head. And then I'm going to use this here embroidery floss that was gifted to me by a beautiful young lady. Do I want red hair or brown hair? I think she's going to go ahead and have red hair. I always wanted a red-headed child. And so I'm going to make this into a red-headed child. And so I'm going to go ahead and use this whole skein of yarn. And it's not yarn, it's embroidery floss. I'm going to use the whole thing. And so I'm going to, how do I want to do this? Do I want to have it this long? Let me see how I want to fashion this on her little head. Yeah, I think I want it. That's a good length of hair. Don't you all agree with that? So I'm going to just tie that in the middle while my hot glue gun is getting hot, because right now it's just a slightly warm glue gun. Okay. And so I'm going to get that tied in the center like this. Okay. Now you all can sew this. Do these gluing parts that I'm doing. Some of you don't like to use glue and you like to sew better. And so, so if you want to sew, well, just go ahead and sew. And so that's all I have to say about that sewing. Now I'm going to cut this right on the, I'm giving her a hairdo here. Just cut those ends. So see, it looks like two little pigtails now. I do like me some pigtails. Okay, so now let's check the glue gun for heatness. Oh, it's beginning to work. Okay, so now I want the gathered part to be on the outside of the skirt. This is going to be the inside. of the skirt, and I'm gonna put the little bit of glue there with the little. These are legs now, so you fold those legs right in half. See there how that is? So and get them glued on there, and then we want to. Now I'm gonna put a little bit more glue over the top, and I'm gonna fold the skirt down in half. Oh, don't stick your thumb in there because that's hot glue. And I'm gonna kind of squish it, squish the glue right there, and then see how that. She's got kind of long legs, so 11 inches might be a little bit long. I could have probably went with about 9. And now see how her little skirt looks right there? Okay, that's how it looks. That's just exactly how it looks. Now, this is going to go on the back of her head, but not to worry because we're going to put the hair on, and this is going to be her hat behind there. But you just wait and watch. Now we're going to take this here. Now, again, like I say, if you're really wanting to sew, you can just sew this. You don't have to, though. You can just get that hot glue gun out and put you some hot glue there, and then figure out what's going to be your front, which that's going to be my front. Maybe I could have made her skirt a little longer, but it's like a mini skirt. It's a mini skirt, okay? That's what it is. Okay, now, okay, let that glue dry. Let that glue just dry. My goodness sakes, let that glue just dry. I can't speak. Okay, now we want to get her hair. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. First, we want to get her arms. Now, this is going to be her arms. And so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tie a knot. Now you can put a bead on the end or anything, because you can fluff these up however you want them and make them really, really pretty. I mean, however you make them, it's going to be really, really pretty. So let's see. I want her arms to be about that long. So let's see, about that. So let me see, what do I have here? I'm going to tie that in a knot. And I have about 7.5 inches. And so about 7.5 inches is her arms. So now I'll cut that off here. It's a little extra piece now. And see, so that's going to be her arms, her little baby arms. And so these are cute, these are fun, these are adorable, these are beautiful. Any words that you use for beauty, that's what she is. Okay, so that's the back of her head, but we're not going to be seeing that. So now what I want to do, make sure that's folded in half and put some glue on the very back of her neck. Don't worry, she's had anesthesia, so she's fine. And then there we go. See, we glue that on there on the back. And then we want to come around and put a little bit of glue on the sides. You know what I didn't get was a flower ready. I didn't get a little flower ready, but I'll get a flower ready. And then we get these little arms glued on like this way. Ow, ow, geez, that's hot glue. That ugly bruise on my hand. It just appeared out of nowhere because my blood was too thin. But I got it going thick. I thickened it up, so we're good. Okay, now her hair. Now I'm going to take her hair. Oh my, she doesn't want this lint in her hair. Gosh. Now, we're going to put across the top of her little head a little glue. And then, look, she is going to be so cute. She is going to be so cute. I'm telling you what's the truth. She's going to be so cute. Okay. Now look at her with her little red hair. Little red hair. Little red hair. Wait a minute. I got some flowers right down here in this little thing. Let me unzip and see. Yeah, I even got pink flowers. Wow, wowzers. Now, what do we want any more than pink? These, I think I'm going to take a pink flower. And I'm going to, and so you can make a little ribbon bow or anything, but I'm going to use these little pink flowers just because that's what I got right there. Right there, I got them. Okay, now, I might have to have two. How many do I want? Do I want to have one flower there? Will one be enough? Is two too many? Okay, let's see. Actually, I think one will be just fine. Just fine. And so see what you can do when you got these kind of flowers with the wire. Then you can get a little skinny something. Oh, here, I'll get this needle. And I'm just going to twist that wire around that needle. So there we go, just like that. And then it gives you, you know, those little things that hook onto your fence or whatever. Yeah, and we're going to put that right here. We're going to just glue that too. Just not much glue. I think I'm squeezing too much glue. I'm a little heavy fingered right now in the glue business. Okay, see there. Now, I got a little glue there too. Does she want a flower in her hair? No, that's too much. We don't want too much. We don't want to go overboard here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now, see how that back of her head looks? That looks a little scruffy, doesn't it? Well, we don't want scruffy. We want, now we're going to put this glue on the back of her head so that that head, there. And then I'm going to take the gathered part of the yo-yo and put that against the scruffy. Now that just hides all that scruffy. You can't even see it. You can't even see that scruffy. No. And then we'll just squeeze it on there. She likes to be hugged anyway, so you can go ahead and squeeze. And look at that. Look at her. And that's one of the little, now wait a minute. I got to get a little, let's see. I'm going to get a, oops. No, look at my skin. Okay. Here, I'm going to just go right here and I'm going to give her two little eyes. I kind of bled in that fabric, but it makes them look a little sparkly. And let's see. And then I got a red one right here. And so then I can make a little tiny smile. A little tiny smile. There we go. Now, what do you think? See there? Now, and that's just the main thing. Now, I can go if I have a ribbon. Now, I don't have a ribbon right here. I got ribbons. I got plenty of ribbons. I just don't have them right here in my hot little hand. But see there? Look how quickly I made that little. Well, of course, it took time to make the little yo-yos, you know. That takes a little. Oh, you know what? I got to get a little bit more glue here because I can see her scalp. I don't want her scalp showing. We don't want her scalp showing, so I got to put a little more glue in. But now you can doctor these up. Now, so this is very simple and plain. But look at here. You can have her holding a flower. You can have flowers in her hair. You could put lace on the edges of her little skirt and on the edge of her little hat. And there is so much you can do with her. And I think I'm going to put ribbons in her hair so her little pigtails are cuter than ever. And I thank you for, was that Linda? I shouldn't say names of who sent me what because it might have not been you. But I know who it is though, because I just watched her today because she went shopping. She keeps going shopping and finds the best things in the thrift shops. But look at that, how pretty. See, I think she's beautiful. And so, like, if you wanted to, you could. Why is that not holding down there? Huh? She didn't want her scalp to show. She gets embarrassed if her scalp is showing. And so, anyhow, yeah. But look at that. And so, like I say, if you have these Or if you have a mop in the closet, just go cut. Well, no, don't get a used mop. She doesn't want a used mop. But see how I just tied the ends in a little knot with this little mop string. It makes a perfect. I was looking for my roll of because I got a big roll of what are them knots that I was making now that I can't think of the name of it. Oh, good grief, I'm so weird. But yeah, I can't think of it. But and I have that whole roll, so I was looking for that roll, I couldn't find it. And then I seen that mop, and I said, "Oh, that'll work even better." And so, but that the old mop head, that's got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can get for crafting that you don't have to have all name brand whatchamacallits. And so that's what I want to do today. Now I know I've been talking about the I know I've been talking about the ATCs, and I'm going to be going. And a lot of you are excited to make ATCs and start swapping them again, and we want to do that. But but see, look at this one here. I put the ATC card, and then I put one paper over it, and then I put a smaller paper on top of that. Then I found my Jillian. I found my Jillian stickers, and so let's see. I'm going to take this dog. I'm putting that dog right there on this. Look at him with his little tongue sticking out. And so this is how I work. I don't have to just do one thing and get all bored and stuff like that. So, oh, I should have brought you my book. I got a new book yesterday from uh, one of yous. Yes, one of yous. Well, on my next video, I'll show it because it's out in the living room because I opened it up out there instead of, instead of fashioning and leaving it open. Then I'll tell you who sent it to, because right at this very second, I'm trying to think of her name and it's not coming to me. Oh, Carol Spade. That's who sent it. Carol Spade. Spade is her last. Maybe it's not Carol. I think it is. And so now I'm reaching into my. I put all of my over here in this little basket thing. I put my stuff for my ATCs. And so then what I want to do here, I want to find what would go with. Let's see. Let's see. We got to find. Oh. What would go? I gotta find a a little something that discover hidden talents. There you go. Oh, maybe that won't fit. Wait a minute. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Yes. Discover hidden talents. Look at there. Is that a cool ATC? Look how simple that was. See, and that dog has a temple, Discover hidden talents. I cut the edges off of that sticker of the quote. And then all I have to do, that's what I need to do. I might do that tonight, is to stamp me some backs to put on these. I really like the round corners. I gotta find my corner rounder. But anyhow, that's well, I mainly wanted to show you my little dolly. I wanted to put her together and show you how I did that. And I'm sure now every one of you is going to go find stuff and make your little dolly. Look at that, how cute. And you can use just anything for, let's see, I can part her hair on the side. Oh, that's kind of cool. I can part her hair on the side right there and give her a whole different look. See that? Because I could see that little blob of glue there. Now I covered it up because I parted her hair off on the side. And then look at there. You can have her, if you want her to have an attitude, then you can just cross her arms like she's got a little attitude going on there. A lot of little girls gets attitudes. And so there you go. That's all I wanted to tell you. And I just wanted to hang out with y'all for a minute. And so that's a minute. That's one Spring Hill Minute. I was going to say New York Minute, but I am nowhere near New York. Never been near New York, so I don't know what a New York Minute is. So anyhow, I'm kind of gandering around here to find something I want to read you. And so let's see. Well, since this book is right here, and we've been really thinking about how much stronger we are than we really even give ourselves credit for, because sometimes we don't think we're strong. And let's see what Paula Finn wrote here. Paula Finn says, keep faith in your heart. With faith, you can move a mountain and you can reach a star and make it through the longest night. With faith, you can trust that everything has a reason and every life a purpose. Every life a purpose, yes. You can feel content with what you have and stay secure within yourself. With faith, you can look back on your most trying time and see it for the blessing it was, an experience that led you where you were meant to go and helped shape the person you were created to be. With faith, you can look for the bright side of any situation and always find it. And yes, the bright side of every situation. You might be thinking about a situation that has no bright side right now. And maybe today it doesn't seem like there's a bright side. But, ladies and gentlemen, there is a bright side. It just sometimes takes a little while to see it. It just a little while to see it, but it's there. It really is there. And so, and I have seen that over the years since, well, in a month's time, I'm going to be 76 years old. And I know from my ups and downs, and there's been plenty of downs, but there's been many more ups because there is so much good in everything. God is good. I am good, even though I've made my mistakes in life. I'm a good person. Papa's sitting over there. Man, has he ever made mistakes in his life? And all right, Papa. Yep. Yeah, Papa. Papa agrees. He's over there keeping an eye on me, making sure I don't get in any trouble. And so, which I promise I won't get in any trouble. But anyhow, I want you all to know that we love you dearly. We love you dearly. I'd put this camera like this, but oh no, I'm not upside down. I thought I'd be upside down if I turned it up like that. Because I thought I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Completely, I've lost control of my ever loving mind. But anyhow, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, every breath you take, keep you safe and secure, keep you happy, healthy, and humble, and free from any harm. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure and stay one more day. If today just seems like the end of the world is just happening, stay one more day, just one more day. That's all it takes is one more day. Okay, and I love you. God bless you. Stay happy, and I will see you on the next video. God bless. Thanks for watching. And we go right here and say end recording. Now we go right here and they say, are you sure? And then we say yes.